In a city that never sleeps, one man forgot to press mute.
Ramesh, who finished the dal? And when will you marry? I'm making curry, not a wedding hall.
From PIXAR Studios comes a comedy
Walt Disney would be turning in his grave if he saw these videos. Ooh. But I like it, and I'm going to show you how to make it, okay? And you don't need to have access to Sora 2. I don't have Sora 2, and yet I can post these on autopilot. And literally all I do is just click the orange button right here, which is not here at the moment, but when we build it out, we're going to see that button. We just click on it, boom. All right, so you can see I already have the workflow here. I'm going to build this from scratch, and I'm going to make a very simple workflow. I'm not going to overcomplicate it, and this is going to be very easy for you to follow. Okay, we're talking. Let's get straight into it. First, we need trigger manually. You will see that right when you click that plus sign. Make sure you have init first, right? And then once you're in this workflow, yep, we have the trigger. This is just going to start the workflow. That's all it is. Just think of it like a start button. Okay. Well, what we're going to do is we're going to connect an AI agent. And this is going to make the prompt that we don't really have to even sit there and try to type in the prompt. It's going to do it for you, okay? So we're going to click on that plus, go on AI and AI agent. Okay, once you are over here, we'll just call this prompt generator PIXAR. I like to label everything. When you see source, go to define below. In prompt, say, you are a prompt generator. Simple. Okay, and then with this enable fallback method, you want to turn that on. That's going to allow us to connect to our parser. When you're in add option, go to system message, and I've already typed in this, and I'm going to basically show it right here. Okay. All right. And right here, and I'll put this full screen. If you want to just copy this, screenshot, put it into ChatGPT. This is the prompt that I'm using. Okay. And this is basically giving it giving like the blueprint, giving the AI agent the blueprint. Like, this is what we want to do, but you want to make different ideas. That's what this AI agent is for. So once you have that, make sure it looks just like this. Get out of there, and there we go. Now we need to connect our tools. This first plus sign, type in open AI. Make sure your credentials are there. So make sure you put in your API key when you go in here. All right, just like that. All right, and then the next plus, what we're gonna do is add our, I believe, simple memory. Yep, simple memory. This is gonna be right here. Let's click on simple memory. All right, session ID, define below. Key, I just put it 1, 2, 3, 4. Put in any 4 numbers, whatever. I turn this to 8. And that's going to be our simple memory. Okay. Now, I think I did something wrong. Actually, I don't think you don't turn this on. You turn this on. Sorry about that. Yes, yeah. So when you're in AI agent, turn on require specific output. I had a long day. Sorry. I had a very, very long day. So my mind is a little bit, but all right, when you're in this next plus, you click on that, and we're going to go on think. So type in think, and it's just going to look like a brain, just like that. And you don't have to do anything in this think tool. This is completely done for you. This is just to give the AI a little bit of time. Okay. And lastly, what we're going to do is the output parser. That's the one on the right. So click on that. You're going to find structured output parser like this. And this is going to be just a little example, but we don't actually want this. So we're going to go on define. All right. And then we make this full screen. We actually don't want this at all. And I've already made it. So I'm going to actually just paste the one that I made before, because this is the same thing that we're doing. Okay. And you do the same thing, just copy and paste. All right. I'll make it full screen. Same thing. Just screenshot, put it in the ChatGPT, say, make this a text, turn this into text. Okay. And there we go. Now, last thing is you want to turn on this auto fix format. You can leave this off, just turn this on. This is going to turn this into more of an oval shape, and basically it's going to allow us to connect into our open AI model. Okay. And just like that, this is pretty much done. This is our PIXAR generator. Once you execute the workflow, we're going to say everything is green, and we can actually see the prompt right here. We see a world where Wi-Fi signal is king. Two roommates enter epic showdown, and the cameras and ooh, okay, this looks cool. This looks cool. Now, obviously, we can't really put anything like racist because Sora's not going to allow that. But if you want to work around it, just take this prompt and go into ChatGPT. Say, make it as controversial as possible, but don't make it racist. Okay. But look, I'm not here to show y'all how to do anything illegal. We're keeping it legal here, so that's why I'm trying to be on the safe side. I don't want this video to be demonetized. Anyways, once you're done with this, you click on this plus and type in HTTP request. This is where we're going to get that Sora video. Okay, this is where we're going to make the Sora video. So I'm going to just call this make vid, and method is going to be post. Is it post? Yep, it's post. I'm tripping. Yeah, all right, so post, and then we're going to take this URL that I made right here. Okay, I'm going to put that URL in here. So this is the URL we're going to use. All right, it's going to be API Kia create task. Okay, and query parameters, turn that on. Use JSON. Now go on send headers. Okay, and using fields below, type in authorization. Type in authorization, and then for the value, you're going to put bearer, and you're going to paste your API key. And how do you get this API key? You go into this website called Kia AI. Make sure you make an account, and once you make an account, you're going to go on this, go on API Market, and then API key. And you click on create new API key, you will be able to get that easily. Okay, so once you make that, just make sure you copy that, paste that into this bearer right here, and that's going to basically connect that to our HTTP request. And as for the body, send body, we're going to turn that on, and we're going to be using fields JSON. When you get to this right here, a copy this exact what I have right here, just completely copy or screenshot it, put in a chat GPT. This is exactly what you want. Make sure the whole thing is green. This is giving us our prompt right here, and making sure we have the aspect ratio, and then click on execute step. You should see success. Okay, so make sure you have that exact prompt ready. All right, and in the wait node, we're going to also execute that too, and that's going to take around like 2 minutes, 120 seconds. So we'll just wait for that to be done. We see the wait node is completed, check mark. That's good. We're going to add our last HTTP to get the video. All right, make sure this is get URL. Make sure that this is in the URL. Okay, this right here, jobs, record info. Make sure it's API, Kia AI. Okay, when we go and send query parameters, you're going to turn that on, and we're going to actually name this, and we're going to name this task ID. Okay, as the name. As for the value, we're going to actually grab task ID. So you should see task ID under the wait. That's what the wait was for. Grab that and pull that into this. Okay, and there we go. We have our task ID ready, and we're going to also turn on send. Yes, and headers. Yep. Okay, and this is the same thing we're going to do with the authorization. Type in authorization, and the same thing, bearer, and then your API key right here. Once you paste that, then that should be good for your final HTTP request, just like that. All right. So I'm just going to put that in. Make sure you never share your API. Now it looked like everything worked. If you see this check mark right here, now where do we actually see the video? Well, you're actually going to go back into the Kia AI right here. You're going to go on logs. Okay. Once you're on logs, you're going to look at result, and you can see this is how the videos came out. Looks like it made a couple because I did a couple of executions. Let's watch one. That was okay. So these prompts are made by themselves, and you can change the prompts however you like by just taking the system prompt right here and then going to ChatGPT, say I want to tailor it like this. I'm just keeping it, family friendly. I don't want to make anything that would get demonetized, but that's basically how you make the video. Depending on where you want to fetch it, you can either automatically post it using Blotato, and my other videos show exactly how to use Blotato, or you can use Google Drive, which is what I use. I like to first check the video before just uploading it. But then you would just do this, and then you go on upload file, right? And you connect your credential, your Google Drive credential. You're going to go into Google Drive, just like that. Okay. Make a folder, whatever folder, just like that. Sorry, wrong folder. Um, New folder. Okay, we'll make it like PIXAR. Okay, and find PIXAR. Yep, PIXAR right here. Okay, and this is where it can upload. And when you go on list, you're going to find your folder here. But make sure you connect the credential first. And it's a pretty long process, but once you do it, then it's done. You don't have to do it. And there's so many videos on how to connect your credentials to here. But once you have the file, you'll see your folder, and you'll find whatever you called it, PIXAR, and then that's where it'll upload. But this video was strictly just how to make the videos and stuff, and yeah, that's pretty much it. If you want to just download it, you can just simply just do like this, click on save video as PIXAR. Okay, and then now the PIXAR is an MP4. So yeah, that's basically how to make Pixar videos, and it's very easy, and it's actually crazy because these would have cost like billions of dollars to make, like around 5 years ago. Now it's easy. So whatever you want to do, if you have a certain idea in your mind, you can also just go into Kia AI and just manually type in the Sora text to video, right? And you do that by just finding text to video and then going on Sora to, and then putting your prompt right here. Okay. And yeah, right. But if you want a prompt made for you, then you would use a workflow like this. But I'm gonna have it in the template anyways. So yeah, that's pretty much it. That is how you make Pixar videos. I will make more videos soon, more crazier workflows. This is something I just came up with just like 10 minutes ago. I was like watching Pixar videos. I was like, you know what? I want to make one. But yeah, that's pretty much it.